Competition is always a good thing. It pushes us to do our best. A monopoly makes people complacent and satisfied with mediocrity. And given the competitive nature of the Premier League, it's no wonder it attracts the best, not just in terms of players, but also managers. Say what you want, but the Premier League deserves to be where it is, a mile above the rest. I can't lie, money plays a big part here, but come on, cash is king. There's no two ways about it. Now on to the serious bit. The managerial pool in this league is just insane. You've got Pep Guardiola, Unai Emery, Mikel Arteta, and just a few weeks ago, there was Jürgen Klopp. Today, I want to focus on some of the new faces in the league and assess their potential impact. I might even do a top 5 and some predictions too. Who knows? Stick around. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a great time. Welcome back to the channel and please subscribe while at it. For the past 7 seasons, the Premier League has been dominated by one team, or to be honest, by one manager. Because no one can convince me that Manchester City will be the same after Guardiola leaves. But what makes it so interesting if we know the winner? Why do we still stick around? Well, unless you live on the moon, you know the competition here is just insane. No matter how good you are, they will have your number. It wore Klopp down to the point where he had to say this: my managerial skills are based on energy and emotion, and that takes all of you. If I cannot do it anymore, stop it. It was not my idea when I signed the new contract. I was 100% convinced at the moment we would go until 2026. But I realized my resources are not endless. I'm not a young rabbit anymore. Brighton has become known for discovering brilliant talents from the farthest corners of the heart and turning them into gems. That was true for players, and now they're doing the same with managers. Fabian Hasler. Let's be honest, none of us had heard of this guy until his appointment. And he's only 21 years old. You can imagine how James Milner must feel about it. Writing this, I realized Fabian actually won Bundesliga too, adding Brighton data-led analysis, which rarely misses. The Brighton vice chairman described him as one of the most innovative coaches, and Tony Bloom said that he would suit how Brighton want to play. I'll give him credit for developing young talent, but I think the physicality and pace of the Premier League might just be more than he can handle. But who knows, it might just surprise all of us. We'll have to wait and see. As we wait, I actually think Brighton might just leap into the top 10 again. Julian Lopetegui, on the other hand, has signed with West Ham, a year after working out on World. He's back, making statements with his signings. For a coach who had a shot at Real Madrid and won Europa League with Sevilla, this is a great appointment for West Ham. He's largely a defensive coach, which makes him a solid choice for them. If he doesn't finish at least 6th, it would be a massive failure, considering the pool of players he has at his disposal. I feel like I should not even be talking about them, but I have to. Chelsea. If anyone understands the path they're on, please enlighten me. Just when they found stability under Pochettino, they sacked him and appointed a championship manager in Enzo Maresca. They even included the silverware he won as a Team B coach at Manchester City in his announcement. I mean, how shameless can you be? Potter failed despite all their signings. You know how highly I rate him. And Pochettino almost did too. But I guess experience plays a big part. Now this guy. I wonder why players still go there. Honestly, it's just a mess. Maresca showed glimpses of beautiful football in the championship. But who doesn't? Plus, he had a whole Premier League squad down there. I'll leave this one for you guys to decide. Is he that good? Is he worth it? I would love to rank all the Premier League managers, but that would be a mountain even for me. So, I'll do the next best thing, a top 5. But before that, some honorable mentions. At the top of this is Gary O'Neill. Sacked at Bournemouth after rescuing them from relegation, he is now established himself at Wolves. There was a time I thought he might break in the top half. What is fascinating about him is that he has a game plan for each opponent. They will dominate one day and counter on the next. My money is on him. I have the Bournemouth coach, Areola. We all thought they messed up here, but he sailed through quite well, and he might do pretty well this season. Lastly, I have Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace. He had them looking scared last season. I have a feeling he's not done yet. Now to my list. At number 5, Eddie Howe at Newcastle. The Newcastle manager has a unique way of playing, not like the rest in this list. A very solid defense and lighting counter-attacks. The switches in his game are just a flair to watch. If you guessed it, I never missed his games. Fourth, I have Big Ange, the Tottenham manager who sticks to his principle no matter what. That makes him good, but it might cost him sometimes. Third, I have Unai Emery at Aston Villa. His high defensive line and counter-attacks are just thrilling and fun to watch. The top two you already know, Arteta and Guardiola, respectively, but you saw that coming. In the same order, my prediction is Newcastle at 5th, 4th Tottenham, 3rd Aston Villa, 2nd Arsenal, and 1st Manchester City. I don't know how this season will turn out. I may have praised some here who end up getting the sack, which is inevitable, but it will be thrilling to see their tactical battles. I feel like we are entering an era where reaching 80 points will be a difficult task, but competition breeds the best.